guys, and welcome back to the Purple Fox channel. Here are today's shoutouts, and without further ado, let's just get on into this video. So I tried to edit the intro like Citrus Gem or Gallery because I'm just a Citrus Gem wannabe at the end of the day, and also because this is her realism for Citrus challenge thing that is really difficult. Basically, if you don't know what this challenge is, it's when you take this photo that Gary picked from Pinterest, and we're all supposed to do it, like draw it realistically, and that's really hard for me as an illustrator. So I tried doing realism for probably the first time, because if you haven't seen my sketchbook tour, you know that my realism is, how do I say it, bad. And just FYI, this is not a contest, it is just a fun little challenge for people who are either extremely good at realism or are extremely struggling with realism. And before someone says it, I know, yes, I'm basically tracing and I'm color picking, but one, I have no knowledge of color theory, and two, this is just for me to practice. I am not claiming this photo, my reference, I'm not claiming it as my own. It is, all credit goes to the original photographer. I am just using it to study. So let me tell you, I had no idea where to start. Like, absolutely none. So what I did was I downloaded the reference and then I put it up as a layer in my drawing app, Autodesk Sketchbook, and then basically how I pretty much did this entire thing was I swatched specific colors from each part of her face, or for specific parts of her eye, or for the flowers, and then where all the colors differentiated, I would just place them down like as blocky shapes and then blend them together and try and make it look real. So yeah, that's it. It's just me color picking and then blending and then trying to make it look realistic. There's nothing much else to it. So because this is a 10-minute video, because I need engagement, I'm going to talk about the random things you guys asked me to talk about. So it's another Chatty Draw With Me. Okay, so first topic that you guys suggested was things that I enjoy doing or any hobbies I have. So obviously, other than art, I enjoy playing the violin. It's something I do a lot because I have classes and things like that. I also enjoy debate. I'm in a debate club in my school, and I enjoy playing Animal Crossing as well. I kind of talked about it a little bit on this channel before. I may want to do some streams of it, or I want to make a video of me turning Animal Crossing characters into humans as well. So I like to read. I'm a big reader. There's a lot of series that I enjoy, and I also like to just decorate things, if that makes sense. Like, I'm very crafty. I like to, although my crafts normally don't work, I like to put stickers on things and customize stuff and just like do crafts and like things, like play around with things like crochet and things like that. I'm not very good, but it's really fun just for me to do it maybe once or twice. Next thing you guys want me to talk about are art inspirations. So my art inspiration is pretty fickle. Like, I don't really get any actual inspiration from one source. I get inspiration from, other than YouTubers big and small, I get inspiration from Pinterest. I get inspiration from TV shows that I watch, some anime and like more cartoony stuff, because they are really just fun for me to interpret style. Get inspiration from just the world, and it's not like a particular thing, it just randomly happens. Music as well is a big inspiration. Oh, and if you think I'm kind of like hastily answering these questions, it's because I don't want to give too much away, because for 500 subscribers, which we are kind of close to hitting, I want to do a Q&A, so yeah. Next thing that you guys wanted me to talk about was tips for YouTube and art. Okay, I have quite a lot to say on this subject. First thing for YouTube, never self-promote. It really just gets me irritated when I see like someone who's worked really hard on their art piece or their editing or just the video in general, and then there are people like spamming links or self-promoting themselves, because one, that doesn't get you any actual community. It just gets you people who maybe watch your video once and things like that, and that's not the proper way to grow on YouTube if you just want a lasting community that's just going to support you no matter what. Which is also a problem I have with shorts. my peachy, like my melon doodle 1K thing, I think it blew up a little bit, but then I took the shorts logo down from it because I just don't want all of those inactive subscribers and things like that. Another thing for YouTube, especially for art YouTube, find your community and people who are also smallest YouTubers in your community. And the reason I say this is because it just really helps you get motivated and get inspired as well. That's probably my main inspiration as well. Like when I first started out and I had around 10-ish subscribers, Artistically Me made a small YouTuber appreciation post thing, and we all just commented and found new people to support each other. And by that end of the day, I got like 10 new subscribers and so many more people that I followed, people that I still follow now, which is pretty incredible to think about. The other good thing about finding people in your niche is like you get to connect and just have fun together and just exchange love and support to each other's videos. I love doing that. So yeah, that's another thing I like people to do, or like I highly advise you to do if you want to start a YouTube channel. And tips for art, for me it would be like just to try a bunch of things. Like I tried out watercolor and acrylic, and I have charcoal, which I probably should try out, and I tried markers, which I finally liked. Just trying out a bunch of mediums and not just sticking to one. That's a problem I've been having for a while, but if you try out a bunch of mediums, you'll find, not only will you find mediums that you like, but you'll also find like tips that could be applied to other mediums and just really helpful things about art in general. Like the reason I'm so glad of sticking with digital art is because I think I went through 5 programs before I found one that was easy enough for me. It was really dumb to use, and once I figured out that one that worked for me, it was so much easier. I learned things, and then I upgraded to a new program and to a digital tablet, and it's just been so good after I just stuck with it and continued trying. So just don't give up on the things like that seem really daunting. And my last art related tip is to steal. Not other people's art, not their art styles, not those kind of things, but if you see like you really enjoy this artist, the way they draw eyelashes, try to incorporate it into your own style. Like, don't directly rip it off, just try it out once and see if that maybe enhances your drawings or gives you inspiration for something else, because no one has one particular style that you can steal and things like that. I think Applemint made a really good video about this, so I highly advise you guys to check it out. Your style is basically a mismatch of a bunch of styles that you enjoy or maybe you don't actually realize, because nobody owns one specific style. So like find new artists you enjoy and see some things you really like about their style that you want to incorporate into yours, and then your style will just evolve from there. And now probably the last thing I'm going to talk about is kind of related to that. It's art theft, which boy do I really hate. When you just blatantly trace or copy or just take the same drawing and post it and claim it as your own, that is just so disrespectful to the people who created that art, because art, as most of you guys know, takes time. It takes time and effort and practice and energy, and all of that is just wasted by someone ripping it off and just claiming it as their own. Also, for people who just copy work from others and claim it as their own, it's not only hurtful to the people who made the work itself, it's hurtful to the people who may be finding this thefted work because they may think it's their own creation and continue encouraging that person. It's not their fault that they don't know, but it's on the onus of the people who are copying, because that is just so not fair to the creators, to the people who may have accidentally found this work, and to yourself. You're just kind of cheating yourself out of learning how to do art properly and how to properly get inspiration. So yeah, that's basically it for this speed paint. I hope you guys enjoyed me rambling again and me trying to do realism. If you guys have any realism tips, please leave them in the comments below. Desperately need them. Desperately. I am really grateful for Gallery to make this challenge, because I would have never tried realism because I don't like it. This kind of encouraged me to do it again because it was fun after a while and kind of relaxing, so I may do it again. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!